Hello and welcome to an episode of Rantz. It's Crisandro, of course. And how do you like the new setup? Well, it's newish. It's still in the process of being put together. I think I might have showed you the wall of fame, as it were, where just all my favourite scarves and the places I've been to and the games I've seen. And obviously, the one right in the middle there, Farewell to the Lane. That is the big important one where we said goodbye to White Hart Lane. But this is a case of trying to make the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium more of a home. And speaking of which, one of the player that could be calling the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium home, and it's a fast-moving story, going from literally from talks onto agreement in the space of a couple of hours. So I feel confident enough to say that he could be probably the fourth player that we're going to bring in. Is Micky van der Ven, Dutch international defender. Currently plays for Wolfsburg in Germany. 22 years old and seemingly a very good player. He's a big unit for 22 as well. And he's a player that we have been in talks with for quite a while, alongside Edmund Tapsoba, which the Burkinabe player who have also been in talks with at the same time, plays for Bayer Leverkusen. So we've been scouting Germany quite a bit in this window for top defenders, and young Van der Ven, who, as I said, is 22 years old, and it's going to be an interesting one, really, because he's built like he's like he's like a player in his mid-20s, and he plays like a player in his mid-20s, a ball-playing defender. Who has a knack of reading the game as well, but he can pass from the back, and I guess that is what is more is crucial. He's calm under pressure, and he's kind of resistance as well. He's learned quite a bit in his young years. Looks like personal terms have been sort of agreed, and it looks like we are nearing the fee that VfL Wolfsburg wants to want in order to prize him away and to sign him up. Is going to be around about £30 million by the looks of it. That's according to a couple of sources in the Daily Mirror and whatnot. And also in De Telegraaf, the Dutch newspaper, where Mike Verwij, as the confederate players reached agreements on personal terms and Spurs with Spurs, and he looked to sign a contract until 2028. So it looks like it's going to be a 5-year contract. No news on the wages as such, from what I can understand. I guess that is undisclosed at this point in time, but we had a couple of players that a couple of teams that were looking at him. Liverpool, most notably, apparently, because you have to go take these with a pinch of salt. And as this is still a case of not a case of a here we go as such, but because of the speed of it, I am fairly confident in saying that I'll put my name to the agreement that it is going to be a player that's going to join the likes of Guglielmo Vicario, and also we signed a couple of other players as well, and also Manuel Solomon, who I brought this morning, who we've got the here we go for. So it looks like he's going to be another player added to that list of newcomers. I would like to have seen Tapsoba join, but if stories are to be believed, we're only going to sign either him or Van der Ven, and so it looks like Van der Ven is the one who's won out, and it seems that yeah, it's going to be a case of he's going to be joining us, 22 years old, so got a good few years with him where he'll grow with us, and this project is starting to take shape now, isn't it? It's really starting to take shape. Um, News about Clement Longley. We might have agreed some kind of terms with Barcelona. I think the Barcelona chairman Juan Laporta has come out and said that they are close to sorting out a deal with Spurs. So it looks like he's going to join us as well. So but that's still kind of a long way in coming. But it looks like Van der Ven. We haven't got the here we go just yet from Fabrizio Romano, but this is as near as done, really, by the feel of it. So that looks like it's going to go through. I know a lot of fans are saying, "Wow, we've signed all these players so quickly. What's going on with League?" Yeah, I mean, I think last season we signed players very quickly as well, so that's why I'm not taking too much of an interest in that sort of things. All I know is that I had asked for a rebuild at the end of last season, and I was fairly upset at the yeah at the way we kind of capitulated last season, and I was angry. I said that anyone who'd been with the club more than 3 years out, and it seems that a lot of the players are going to be on their way out, as well as the newcomers coming in. But so that's what I wanted to see, really, just a little bit of movement and and players that will fit the Postecoglou kind of mold. And Postecoglou is naming the players that he wants to keep, and I'm happy with that. It wasn't, I know that a lot of fans will not be as happy with that, but I'm happy with whoever stays, as long as Postecoglou is happy with that, and that's who it is ultimately that's going to be deciding. It won't be Levy, it won't be anyone like that. People will be suggesting. It's literally Postecoglou. So, which is what I'm suggesting, saying that Micky van der Ven, big unit at the age of 22 years old, and probably a future, I was gonna say future captain material, but maybe that's pushing it a bit too much. But ball playing defender who can play out from the back. He's press resistant as well. It is going to be, it's going to be a new look Spurs, and that is all you can ask for, really. That's literally all you can ask for. I want the vibes of 2005, I think it was, when Martin Yole and I've forgotten his name now, the French manager who didn't stay long. Um, I will, I want those kind of vibes where we had wholesale changes. You know what I mean? And it looks like that's what's going to happen. So yeah, just waiting for the here we go, and here we go. £30 million. The rumor is that's how much Mickey Van der Ben's going to cost. 5-year contract. I'm not quite sure of the wages as yet, but I guess they'll be undisclosed until much later. So he's going to join the likes of Vicaria, the likes of James Maddison, the likes of um, maybe Manuel Solomon. I mean, I've got to hear we go for that, so he's going to have his medical soon, so that should be sorted. And he's going to be the fourth new player, and if you include the likes of Kulusevski and Pedro, who have had their loan deals converted into permanent signings, then yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good enough window, really. Just enough. I just want it, so for when the first game starts, we're ready and wait and ready to go. But yes, this is just going to be a quick one, really. What do you think? I know a lot of people have been saying Micky van der Ven. Who? Just have to do a little bit of research into the player, and you'll see how much Wolfsburg are upset that he's leaving. There's a thing where that a couple of Bayer Leverkusen friends that I have, or kind of a mixed yeah, a little bit upset about the fact that the top sober could be leaving, but we haven't heard anything about that one as yet. Stories are that it could be either Tapsoba or Van der Ven, and if that's true, then Van der Ven has won out. But I would like to see both come in, really, because both are great ball playing defenders, and they'll easily complement Romero as well. And you don't forget he's young as well. He's only 23 years old, Romero. So it is going to be a young centre back pairing. And then if you add on to the in the fullback areas, because there will be a four at the back that Postecoglou plays. You got at the back, you got on the left side Udogie, Destiny Udogie, who's an Italian international, 21 years old. And on the right hand side, it looks more likely it's going to be Emerson, who's going to be there. He's 24, I think, isn't he? So it is very young, and I know Jed Spence is in that touches as well, but he'll get time to bed into it. Jed Spence is only 21, so it is a young back line, and Vicario, I think he's only 26. So you know we are building already for the future, and it's looking good. So hopefully it all goes, gets over the line, and we shall see what happens. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this story about Van der Ven signing up. I mean, like I said, I'm stressing. We haven't had the here we go just yet, but the way the story has moved at speed, it looks like it's going to happen. So I'm going to get in there first. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what I can say. Come on, you Spurs, and you'll take care.